So now we are tackling how to collect good sources for your PhD revision, or how to collect good materials for your revision. There are basically two phases, and it depends on which phase you are right now. If you are in the first phase, which is literally months prior to the contest, in this phase you can rely on books. Why? Because relying on books will help in expanding your knowledge on a subject. And since you have months prior to the contest, this means that you have enough time to internalize and to learn and to expand your knowledge in a certain field. And this is what we called in the last video the accumulation phase. And this is so important. So if you haven't watched the video, please go and watch it. You can start by collecting good books in your field or the field that you wish to sit for. Because generally speaking, let's say if you are in applied linguistics or if you are in didactics, then you already know what you're going to sit for, so you can go and search for books on that field in particular. You can also go and collect good books in methodology, because generally speaking in Algeria, methodology is the secondary exam in most universities, so it's something that is present, we can say, all the time, especially that it's something that you will be using and you will be needing in your PhD journey once you win the contest. All right. Also, YouTube playlists. I mean, if you are not really into reading books, etc., you can go for YouTube playlists. Especially, I said months prior, so you have time, and you have time to go through playlists and to go through books. It's actually the time to do that and to internalize new knowledge. In Dulkif channel, in the playlist section, you will find research methodology. Okay. We have, up till now, we've uploaded 19 videos there, starting with paradigms, different types of research, etc., etc. Okay, same can be said about sociolinguistics. So 6 videos were uploaded. And by the way, I did all of these again in the accumulation phase. So I was reading books and articles and watching videos, etc., and explaining things and sharing things with you on YouTube months prior to the exam. All right, so there is that. Now, regarding books, you may ask, how can I spot good books? Now, the good thing is most books are already available online, so you can, with a simple search, you can spot many books. Also, some Facebook or Telegram groups, they do share links to amazing books. If not, I advise you to go for archive.org, and in here you will find millions of free texts, movies, whatever you may need in your revision, okay? And you will find books. And this website saved me when I was working on my master's dissertation and even in my preparation for the PhD. So I advise you to go and take a look at it. This is the accumulation phase, okay? This is months prior. This is right now. We are now months prior to the contest. You can go through books, you can expand your knowledge, you can internalize new concepts, you can dive into your field. It's more than amazing. You can even internalize some new expressions, some new ways of saying things and putting words together. You can enhance your writing style. It's just amazing, because if you want to write, you have to read. Now, the second phase here is 1 to 2 months prior to the exam. And this is literally the final revision phase, okay? It starts from 2 months prior to the exam. In this phase, books are not advised. I really do not advise you to go through books. They will waste your time. You will feel lost. You will be like, oh, I know nothing, because we are always constant learners. We can never say that we know everything in a field. And I mean, going through books of more than 200 pages, some encyclopedias have more than 800 pages, that will leave you speechless. You will be like, oh, I know nothing about this, and it will hinder your confidence. So I don't really advise you to do that, especially in the final revision phase, because in this time span, or in this period, the time is very limited. So it's better to focus and to study in a smart way, to revise. This is why I said it's a revision. In here, we are stating it's a revision phase, okay? This is so important. It's not a period of internalizing new concepts. It's a period of revising what you've already internalized in the accumulation phase, okay? So this is it. So I don't advise you to go through books unless you have a specific thing in a specific book, in a specific chapter that you want to go and take a look at. Rather than that, I mean, internalizing concepts just randomly from books is not really advised in the final revision phase. And in this phase, actually, you should know the university slash courses, fields, everything of the exam that you are sitting for. Okay, so you'll be well oriented. You know exactly what you're sitting for, you know exactly what to revise. This is why we said it's the final revision phase. Since you know the university, then here, what I did and what I advise you to do is to organize yourself. Because, as we said, it's a limited time span. So you must be really organized. What I did was making separate note folders on my phone. Okay? And I made a folder for each university. So I went through the universities. I knew exactly what I wanted. I selected the universities, and then what I did was creating separate folders. For each university, I've created a specific folder, and I started collecting materials. So I started collecting lessons tackled in every university. For instance, for me, I selected Staganem University, um, Shlif University, Tlemcen University, and Wurgla University. So I had these four folders on my phone. And then I started looking for lessons from each university. Where for Tlemcen University, it was my own university, so I didn't have to do that. But for the three other universities, it was a vital thing to do. So I started collecting lessons for every university, and I relied on their e-learning platforms, though sometimes seriously you cannot find a lot of resources there. But still, in most universities I could do that, especially in Wordless e-learning platform. What else? Yeah, some platforms were really cool, and I could get a lot from them. Or you can rely on Facebook or Telegram groups. And thank God, I mean, we have a very supportive community. We have people sharing even drive files of all the universities, different specialties. It was super helpful. Also, some Telegram groups. However, be careful because you're in your final revision phase, so do not get yourself too much into groups, okay? Because you'll be overwhelmed and it will hinder your focus, okay? So if you ever need something from a certain group, you go, you take what you need, and you go out so that you save your time. So okay? For e-learning platforms, let me guide you on what I did and how you can do it and everything. So you can simply go here. Okay, you type, let's say, Wurgla e-learning. Here it is. Okay, e-learning University Qasdi Mirbah Wurgla, and as you can see here, you can find everything quite literally. So let's go through this together. I was always looking for masters, always. First year, you will find everything, like all the fields and everything. You'll go directly to langue anglaise, linguistics, literature, and civilization or translation or whatsoever. I've always went, linguistics. Let's say the first semester, and here you have the courses. So for Facebook groups, there is this Doctorate of English in Algeria. I guess you all know it. It's an amazing group. Um, in here, you can simply go into the search button, lessons or something. Let's write lessons and see what we can find. Yeah, you will find many lessons, didactics, people sharing their lessons, people sharing their stuff. Whatever course you're looking for, you can type methodology, you can type applied linguistics, or whatever course you're looking for, and you will find a lot of good materials here. At least that's what I did. So I was actually a drive. I guess it was this one. Let's take a look. Normally it was this one. There was a drive. Yeah, this is it. Look, I'm just speechless, and I want to thank the person who created this Google Drive. It's an amazing thing, and I just love how supportive our community is. So you can find many lessons or good materials in here. There are many universities, as you can see. For me, as I said before, I said for Schliff University. So as you can see, it's just amazing. You can find books and lessons and everything that you can think of, you can find it here. Again, you can also find things here on our Dukif language and research community, especially things that I've shared with you all. So all you have to do again is to go here and to type what everything you're looking for. Let's say we're looking for applied linguistics, sorry. Here it is. And yeah, you'll find many lessons. So please join us on this group. Okay, join us on this group. I will be sharing my summaries there, inshallah. So make sure to join us. So in every single time you find something, you go and you save it in that folder and just save materials. Okay, just put them there, whether links or PDFs or pictures or whatever you can find that has to do with that university, you go and save it there. And then, because why? You will reach a certain stage where you will say enough. Um, I won't collect any more sources because the ones that I have are already too much. So it's a miracle if I can go through them all right now. You see, so it's good to have them all collected and just in front of you when you need them. Okay, then you go and organize your lessons along with the ones you have collected and you try to make a good plan on how to revise them. So, in here, the good thing or the important thing is to have or to make a good plan on how to tackle your lessons. Okay, this is in the final revision phase. So, no books, no playlists, unless you have something specific that you're looking for. Rather than that, diving into your field, expanding your knowledge, it's not really advised for this specific phase. So we said you go, you select the universities that you want to sit for, you know the courses, you know the universities, and you know the field, obviously. So what you have to do now is to create separate folders, whether on notes or on your PC or whatever, and start collecting sources from e-learning platforms, from Facebook or Telegram, from maybe previous students. I don't know, many ways, but these were the ones that I used. Okay, so I used e-learning platforms, Facebook, and Telegram groups. They were very helpful. Okay, and then once you have collected a decent amount of materials in every course and in every university, you go and you do what? You organize yourself. So you set a plan, and I will give you some good tips on how to revise in the next videos, inshallah. For now, we're talking about selecting or collecting materials. Okay, so as we said, you make a good plan on how to revise things, and you say Bismillah and you start. Okay,